My boyfriend keeps laughing with my female coworker and teaching her his language. She still thinks she's learning how to flirt. My boyfriend Marco moved here from Brazil 2 years ago, and his Portuguese is something I've always loved about him. The way he'd whisper things in my ear, teach me little phrases, it felt intimate and special. Then he started working at my office as a software developer. That's when he met Amber. She's the new marketing coordinator, blonde and bubbly, and always asking questions. Within a week, she was at Marco's desk every morning with her coffee, asking him to teach her Portuguese phrases. He'd laugh and write things down for her, and she'd practice them out loud while he corrected her pronunciation. At first, I thought it was sweet. Amber told everyone she wanted to learn Portuguese to impress a guy she'd been talking to on a dating app. Marco seemed happy to help, and I trusted him completely, but then I started noticing things. When Amber would greet our Brazilian clients in Portuguese, they'd get this weird look on their faces, not impressed or charmed, but confused. Sometimes they'd look at Marco, and he'd quickly change the subject. Our office has 3 other people who speak Portuguese, and I watched them react strangely whenever Amber used her new phrases. One of them, Rita from accounting, actually pulled me aside after a meeting. She asked if Amber was okay, if something was wrong with her. I asked what she meant, and Rita just shook her head and said Amber had been saying very strange things to people. When I pressed for details, Rita got uncomfortable and walked away. Amber kept learning more phrases from Marco. She'd write them in her notebook during lunch, while he'd lean over her shoulder, correcting her handwriting. She was so proud of herself, using Portuguese greetings with everyone, signing her emails with Portuguese phrases that Marco taught her. But I noticed our boss started avoiding her. The clients stopped requesting meetings with her. The other Portuguese speakers would literally leave the room when she started practicing, and Marco just kept teaching her more, staying late with her at the office to practice conversation. He said she was a dedicated student, and he wanted to help her succeed with this dating app guy. Last Tuesday, I walked past the break room and heard Amber on the phone speaking Portuguese to someone. She was using this phrase over and over, something Marco had taught her that she thought meant, "I'm interested in getting to know you better." The person on the phone hung up. She tried calling back 3 times. Each time they hung up immediately. That afternoon, I watched from my desk as the head of our Brazilian partnership division came out of his office and walked directly to HR. 30 minutes later, Amber was called into a meeting. She came out crying, saying she didn't understand what she'd done wrong. She kept saying she was just trying to be friendly, just using the phrases Marco taught her. Rita from accounting finally told me what was happening. Every phrase Marco had been teaching Amber, every greeting, every friendly expression she thought she was learning, they were all insults. Crude, vulgar things. The phrase she'd been using to greet clients translated to something so offensive that Rita wouldn't even repeat it in English. Amber had been walking around for 6 weeks telling people these horrible things, thinking she was being charming and flirty. She'd written them in emails to international clients. She'd said them on phone calls. She'd practiced them in meetings, all while Marco sat there watching, laughing with her, encouraging her to use them more. I went to Marco's desk, where he was packing up his laptop. He saw my face and knew I'd figured it out, but what he told me next made everything so much worse. The rest of the story is on my channel or linked below.